Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Sam or Burns, and welcome to episode 6 of the Sacramento Kings Association. This is the trade deadline, and I'm going to go ahead and accept an offer from the Hornets here for Tyreke Evans. I'm going to go ahead and get Roger Mason, obviously not even close to as good as Tyreke Evans, but I'm going to snag the Hornets' first-round pick, and I looked at the standings before I made that trade, and the Hornets happened to be last in the Western Conference. So I go ahead and make that trade, hoping I can get a solid player in the draft. Now, Patrick Patterson is definitely another guy I want to get rid of, so we're going to go ahead and look at the trade finder, see what we can get for him. He's not really happy in Sacramento, mainly because I don't play him whatsoever, which is understandable, why he'd be unhappy. He's not, I don't think he fits here. So I was looking at this Darrell Arthur trade, but ultimately, I decided that was not my best option. I liked this one because I got a first round from the Hornets for next year, and then you saw a first round for the... I'm obviously looking for picks to help build my team. That's the main thing I want to do. Now, that Pistons one, I wanted to consider that one because obviously the Pistons are never really good. The only thing I didn't really like about that was Jason Maxiell's contract. It was 5 years, and for the life of me, I would never sign Jason Maxiell to a 5-year deal, but ultimately we're going ahead and do that Channing Frye deal right there. We also got a pick out of it, and I decided ultimately to trade Channing Frye again because I felt like I didn't want his contract. Again, a lot of players get signed to ridiculous contracts, and I don't necessarily want those players on my team. So when I look to trade players with ridiculous contracts, I obviously look to not get much back. And again, back to Jason Maxiell, 5-year, $13.37 million deal. He's not getting paid much, but he'll be 35 once that deal's up. I'd also be giving up a second rounder right here. This is ultimately what I'm going to go ahead and do most likely. But, I got to look at every single offer. There wasn't any really that interested me. And I liked the fact that I could probably get rid of Jason Maxiell pretty easily. And I also got a pick out of it. No, I didn't get a pick out of it. I was trading a pick. So we're going to go ahead and do that one. So some moves here made at the trade deadline, shaking up this team a little bit. We're going to go ahead and set our rotation now. Avery Bradley, according to 2K, would be starting at point guard. I absolutely disagreed with this. What sucks is how many players get upset. It's crazy. You got to have those really shitty players that can just sit on your bench, otherwise your chemistry is going to go down. But I don't like Marcus Thornton starting. I really like Marcus Thornton as a my sixth option. Coming off the bench, he's really good for that because he gives me a scorer on that second unit, and it's definitely helpful to have a guy like that, a guy that can create his own shot coming off the bench. So we got our starting lineup now. We got Avery Bradley, Marcus Thornton, Mike Miller, Jason Thompson, and DeMarcus Cousins. Obviously, Cousins isn't quite developed yet. He's only an 82 overall, but he's our center for the future, and he's most likely going to develop into a really solid player. We'll see. But we're going to go ahead and get into the last game that I recorded here for the regular season. This is game 72, I believe, against Golden State. We're in Golden State. Not really in the playoff picture much anymore. I believe we're 10th in the conference or something like that. We're 31-40. That's not a bad record, especially for the Kings. But you see the Warriors have a great record of 48-24. Their starting lineup is Steph Curry, Raymond Felton, Harrison Barnes, David Lee, and Andrew Bogut. So what I've noticed is the Warriors seem to get Raymond Felton quite a bit. They've gotten him in a lot of associations that I've done, just like sim associations and stuff. So obviously Raymond Felton loves the Bay Area, I think. I don't know. But Andrew Bogut right there getting ready to play this game. So let's get this started after that long trade talk there at the beginning. You can see Raymond Felton up top. Going to bounce pass it to Steph Curry. Easy layup. Golden State up 4-0 early. Avery Bradley, really, he's a really good player. I don't know if I'm going to keep him into the future. He's a great lockdown defender, which is the main reason I traded for him in the first place. And Cousins going to slam that one down and one over Andrew Bogut. That's going to make it 10-5. Great play right there by Cousins. But again, back to Avery Bradley. A lot of people were questioning my move to trade for him, mainly because he just didn't, a lot of people didn't think he would develop, like I thought he possibly could, but I wasn't looking for him to develop into the future. I was looking for a player right now that can be a knockdown shooter and that can lock somebody down, and that's really what he's been for us all season. As you can see, knockdown shooter, getting his second 3 of the game right there, 6 points early. But the Warriors were ultimately killing us here in the first quarter, 30-17. So I'm just going to try to turbo down here with Jimmer, see what we can get. James Jones, buzzer beater. He doesn't see much playing time with the Miami Heat, but he hits buzzer beaters with the Sacramento Kings. So it's 30-19 after 1 quarter. Not much production, only scoring 19 points in the first quarter. So the offensive struggles are definitely there. We definitely need someone who can create their own shot. I mean, Avery Bradley's a great player, and Marcus Thornton's also a great player, but really, it's not what we want. You see the new acquisition from the trade deadline, Roger Mason, coming in and hitting a 3. Maybe he is better than Tyreek, because Tyreek can't do that on back-to-back possessions, I believe. Roger Mason's got 6 points here, as the lead for Golden State is only 9 now, 38-29 with about 6 minutes left, as Avery Bradley's going to dump it down to Marcus Thornton, who's going to hit a little fadeaway? No. But Chuck Hayes did something! Again, this is the second episode Chuck Hayes actually did something. And Avery Bradley ultimately going to end up with the ball in his hands. He's got 11 points so far. Playing great for us. I love Avery Bradley, as he's going to knock down another 3. He's got 14 points here early. And, I'm going to view this season as a success. Obviously, this team's rebuilding. But to get over 30 wins with this team, I was not expecting that. And as you see, the Warriors also have Taj Gibson. I don't know if you saw that. But yeah, they have Taj Gibson, which is pretty weird. There have been some trades, as you can see. But Marcus Thornton driving to the basket, strong finish right there. I love Marcus Thornton driving to the basket like that. He's got that finisher signature skill, and I'm definitely going to hopefully be able to keep him in the long term, because he's a great 6th man off the bench. Like I said, I feel like that's a great role for him. As Jimmer Fredette got 2 points, 5 assists. Why not make that 5 points, 5 assists? 53-51 after that shot, and it's 56-51 at the half. Avery Bradley, 7 of 10. He has 20 points, having a huge impact on this game, really keeping the Kings in this game as they were down early. But the Warriors, Raymond Felton playing very well so far. He's made some great passes. He's made some shots, and the Warriors, 5-point lead. We're lucky to only be down by 5 points, because we've really gotten thoroughly outplayed so far this game. But you see another 3 right there. But if you can't tell, I like to build my teams around 3-point shooting. It fits my play style. I like to have guys that can drive. I like to try to build like the Miami Heat have, so far. Have guys that can drive and kick to my open 3-point shooters. Mike Miller's going to actually do something. He's going to hit a pull-up jump shot right there here in the early third quarter. Avery Bradley on the left side going to find Jason Thompson. That's another guy I really like. I don't know if I'm going to keep him into the future. I'm definitely keeping through next season, but I know his contract is coming up, and if I find someone in the draft, like say I do get a Nerlens Noel or a Cody Zeller, who knows who I'll end up drafting. It all depends on the lottery. But if I get one of those guys, Jason Thompson could see his minutes decrease, and he'd probably be really unhappy about that. So if that does end up happening, I'm probably going to have to end up looking to trade him. I don't know. We'll see. I'm definitely going to keep him through next year. But after that, his future in Sacramento is definitely in question. But our season's pretty much over. We don't really have any shot whatsoever at the playoffs, as Cousins is going to make that layup right there. But I have to view this as a successful season, as Avery Bradley going to hit the fadeaway. That's his first bucket there in the second half, but only down 11 here. Avery Bradley on the wing, pick and roll with DeMarcus Cousins. He's just going to pull up, and he's going to hit that one. He's got 26 points. But the Kings still find themselves on the losing end, down 81-73 with 30 seconds to go. Avery Bradley isolations. They leave him open. Splash. 29 points. Only 9. Well, I'm not going to say only 9. That's a solid quarter. 9 points so far in the third quarter. They leave him open. Nope. But he's going to find Cousins mid-range. And that's another thing I'm going to look to develop, in the future. I think DeMarcus Cousins with a jump shot is so dangerous. And Steph Curry answers right there with a super deep 3 as the Warriors up 8 heading into the fourth quarter. I'm happy we've been able to hang around this game, but we don't have any closers really. But maybe we can close this game. I don't know. Avery Bradley's on fire. We're going to try to ride him throughout the game. No homo. Oh, crap. I just got fined 75 grand by David Stern. Motherfucker. Oh, there's more money. But you see the dunk right there. Going to cut the lead to 6. 86-80 with about 8 minutes to go. Avery Bradley going to pull up, and he is just absolutely on fire. 32 points, 11 of 17 shooting. We're just gonna give him the ball the rest of the game. He's gonna get the dunk there, showing he can do everything, not only on the defensive end but also on the offensive end there with the slam. Only a 43 dunk intensity. He isn't any LeBron James or Dwight Howard, but it's gonna get the job done. We got the 2 points, and really that's all that matters. So 88-85 as the Warriors have basically blown their lead so far. They had an 8-point lead heading into the fourth. Let's run the break with Cousins. It's Avery Bradley for 3. Again, 37 points for Avery Bradley. What a huge game. And you guys said he was not my good trade. Well, I'm pretty sure his 39 points disagrees with you. 92-90 is Harrison Barnes going to hit that step back 3. What a shot by Barnes. 95-90 with about 5.5 to go. Avery Bradley going to answer. No, but Cousins the rebound and put back and one. 95-92. Cousins. Let's see if he makes the free throw. Of course he doesn't. But Mike Miller the offensive rebound. Miller the killer. Going to pass it over to Marcus Thornton. We're going to give it right back to him. And like I said, Marcus Thornton, great option off the bench. No, he misses. 95-92, about 5 minutes to go now. Raymond Felton running the fast break. Going to dump it off to Harrison Barnes, but he probably should have gone up with that. Probably could have gotten the foul there on that fast break. They had a 2-on-1, couldn't convert. Can the Kings come back and tie it up? Jimmer Fredette for 3. No. Cousins the offensive rebound, and he missed a layup. Cousins, 95-92, 5 minutes to go. This is really starting to come down to the wire. A great, the Kings showing some great heart, some great pride, wanting to finish their season on a good note. Jason Thompson going to reject David Lee into the stands, and then he's going to pump fake David Lee out of his socks. And Jimmer, a couple pump fakes, pull up jump shot. It's good. Finally someone scores. We're tied at 95, 4 minutes to go, and Jimmer Fredette to the basket. He's got 10 points as the Kings finally take the lead, 97-95. I said we didn't have a closer, but it looks like this entire team is looking to close this game. It'd be a huge win on the road in Golden State. To Cousins, the layup is good. He's got 13 and 8. 99-99 now with about 3 minutes to go. Jimmer, wide open 3. They were backing way off him. He's going to hit that. 102-99. Jason Maxiell doing something? That 5-year contract, maybe he's worth it. I don't know. A little up and under move. 104, 101. It's 104, 103 now. Over to Marcus Thornton in the corner. About a minute and a half to go, and he's going to yam it right on Harrison Barnes to give the Kings an even larger lead. But 106-105, and Avery Bradley from downtown, he's shooting 15 of 24, has 42 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. Roger Mason has 10 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists off the bench. So the Kings bench performing very well, 111-105. But Harrison Barnes, again, being the clutch player that he's trying to be, 111-108. And back to Avery Bradley. Why not let it fly, as Chris Smoove would say. 44 points. Avery Bradley, he's too fast. You can't catch him. Over to Jason Maxiell. Back to Marcus Thornton. Layup is good. And the Kings are going to pull this game out as they have a 115-112 lead. And just for good measure, let's dunk it with Jason Maxiell. And the Kings pulled this game out, much to my, dismay or whatever you want to say. I don't know what the correct saying is, but the Kings pulled this game out. I honestly did not expect us to win this game in Golden State, as not a playoff team, and they were having a great season. So it was awesome to be able to pull a game like this on the road. It showed that some of our players are actually starting to mature. Avery Bradley came up so huge. He was basically the only reason we were in this game. He had some really tough shots. You'll see some in the replay. But anyways, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the first season of the Kings Association. I know it was short, but there will definitely be more episodes in Season 2 and more to come. The off season is going to be the next episode. You're going to see who the new, if we get a new face of the franchise, we'll see where we end up in the draft and see if we make a splash in free agency. So anyways, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching. Avery Bradley, 44, 6, and 3, and I'll see you guys next time.
Theme. Play me at night, they won't.